Hey babes, here is a list of 9 different supplements that you should consider if you are living with migraine to help boost your prevention. And this is coming from a registered dietitian nutritionist, so you know that you are in good hands. If you're new here, my name is Casey. I'm a registered dietitian nutritionist, like I said, but I also am just someone that is super passionate about sharing my experience and strategies for my journey with migraine and different relief ideas and just anything to help you in your migraine journey. So if you have a migraine brain and that connects with you, definitely subscribe for more. So for this list of 9 supplements, I'm kind of starting out with a core 3 that are extremely popular and well researched for migraine. And by the way, I'm not going to give any specific dosage recommendations, and I do recommend that you speak with your physician before trialing any new supplements or any new treatments to your migraine prevention plan, but these are just to kind of give you some ideas. So number 1 is actually my favorite. It is magnesium. Magnesium is incredible for a lot of things, but especially migraine. And this is one that personally I've used both for prevention and for as needed relief. There are so many different forms of magnesium and different ways that you can use this supplement, and I'm sure that there are awesome resources you could look into for more information on that. And this is by no means like the most perfect solution for your magnesium stuff, but it just is my favorite thing and it's something I've been able to be really consistent with. And that is a powdered drink mix called Calm from Natural Vitality, and it comes in a really delicious flavor, raspberry lemon. Actually, let me go grab it. Here it is. I love this. This is a giant bottle because I got it at Costco because my fiance and I are Costco guys. We're Costco guys. Yeah, so I really love this. It actually has a scoop in it. That's kind of convenient because in prior ones, it's a smaller container and I just use a spoon each time. But yeah, I go ahead and I add this into my water bottle every morning and just drink it throughout the day, and it tastes wonderful. The raspberry lemon flavor, I'm making sure to point that out because the last one that I had was an orange flavor and I hated it, and it was like really hard for me to stay consistent with it because it didn't taste very good. But this one's wonderful. Okay, the rest of these are going to go so much quicker, I promise. So the second one is vitamin B2 or riboflavin. You might see it referred to either way. It's super duper popular for migraine prevention and well researched. You do need a pretty high dosage of it to kind of reflect what's been found in studies. And I personally, this is just my own personal experience, I've just noticed in my own trial with this supplement, it seems like it actually makes my migraine worse. That's like not something I've been able to find in any research, but like that's just kind of a weird caveat. So definitely let me know if you experienced that because I feel like I'm totally alone in that, but I don't know what's going on. It is, for almost everybody else, a really good positive thing to add in for your migraine support. And also B vitamins are just really great for energy in general, so this might give you a little boost of energy too. The third of the core 3, as I called it, the like really great migraine supplements, is coenzyme Q10 or CoQ10. It's also really great for energy, and it's just another really great, well-researched supplement option for migraine. Now looking at my list of the next 3, these are more overall wellness that can translate into your migraine prevention efforts as well. So I think we're gonna bundle these into 3s. So starting off with omega-3 fatty acids. I actually love this one. Omega-3 is so great for inflammation and has such a wide range of benefits, and the healthy fat can be really great for, again, our inflammatory system in general, but also our brain health. And actually, I always recommend to anyone that's not having seafood or fish or like other omega-3 sources at least twice a week, you should definitely be supplementing with some sort of fish oil or omega-3. Next is vitamin D, and a lot of people with migraine are deficient in Now, a lot of people with migraine are deficient in vitamin D. So I do recommend getting your levels checked first. Go to your doctor and get some labs drawn and make sure that your levels are either within a healthy range or a little bit low, and that can lead you to figure out the right dosage for your vitamin D supplementation. But I'll also add to this that this is something that's kind of current for the time of year that I'm filming this in. This is, wintry season, and it's very hard to get the amount of natural vitamin D through sunlight, especially where I live in the Midwestern United States. Like it's a rough situation. Luckily, I have a husky, which hopefully she is maybe not hopefully she's out of the frame because she's delightful to look at, but she's laying right here. That's what this little ball thing in the corner is. Luckily, I'm outside like all the time with her, so I do get maybe a little bit better vitamin D than the average person living in my area, but it is still something that's very important to look into. Next in this little trio is melatonin, which is really connected with our sleep routine and like our internal circadian rhythms. Now our last trio are going to be kind of more herb-based. Maybe. The one I'm starting this out with, I think, is technically not an herb, it's a root. It is turmeric. So I do love turmeric. It has a lot of really great anti-inflammatory properties to it, and I've actually written an entire article just about the possible benefits of turmeric for your migraine prevention and relief. So check that out. It'll be in the description below. And just some things to note about this. If you're just using like a typical like root of turmeric, because there's a lot of different ways that you could do this. You could have like the actual fresh root. You could have it in a powdered form. You could have it as like a supplement capsule or something like that. Or you could do it as a tea. Like there's a lot of ways to do turmeric. But always make sure that whenever you're having plain turmeric or the powder or whatever, that you're pairing it with black pepper, which sounds a little bit weird, but this actually activates the part of the turmeric that's really helpful, and that's just an important thing. Luckily, if you're like cooking with it, that's going to come up naturally pretty often, and luckily also a lot of the actual supplement capsules and stuff like that already have that added for the anti-inflammatory effect. Next is butterbur, a little bit of a throwback, and actually I think this is one of the first things that I was prescribed, I mean it was over the counter, but ordered to take in my journey with migraine, like very early on in my childhood. This was one of the first things that I did. Just make sure that you find a free version for safety. And last on this list is feverfew, which doesn't have a ton of research behind it, but it could be something worth considering. And that's all of them. So like I said at the beginning, definitely make sure to chat with your physician if you are going to consider trying any of these different treatment plans or supplement options, and make sure everything's okay with them first, and they might be able to give you more personalized dosing recommendations. And my personal recommendation for all of this is to make sure that you're giving each option about 3 months to test whether it's like actually helpful for your migraine, because I would hate for you to continue buying a supplement for like the rest of your life that isn't helping you at all. That'd be silly. And also I would hate for you to stop too early and decide that it didn't work when really you just didn't have the time to make sure that it works. So give it 3 months. So check out that description for any related articles, freebies, and other goodies along the way that I would recommend. Let me know in the comments if there's any supplements that you've tried that I didn't include on this list. I would love to hear your ideas and get some more inspiration for myself. And if you're a migraine brain, like, well, if you have a migraine brain, you aren't a migraine brain, but if you have one, definitely hit that like and subscribe so that you can continue getting more inspiration and connection and ideas like this.